na mete any report of Italy and some burning in Chesa Bibia Chesa Antonio Conte no ebe say wo catch oruan say wo baso wo je ayeli title eman wo Nigeria ontimi anto so anya adwuma ne biem and some fama bobokua ye fan say Napoli no katila wentese so de wo catch Conte say wonya botre manasa say samai wo de player bia nkopa bia no wonom bada try so be kwa faba na Antonio Conte este beyond aye deses na so de mense kan and some other some say Conte no yes we fully exhausted what did you about say no never to ja e man na no ya say enrompo me de ba say coach ne say the reality e wo ho na so udu Napoli am some expectation no e wo so e cha the actual reality a che say ni na no aye de ba manager no exhausted me to say na woman mass Allegri e kasa san kebia and yes Conte kwampa dia na ni anka mass Allegri so mre na no Jumano Fama Bobokua, Yafano Napoli, Amano Casano, and some update Tabanano Peno, Mabakacho say, who drew a Saudi Arabia, Saudi for the day, woman some that today, at Tramosa, coach and Fanasa Simoni Sagino, one Ababa, now me quoted 20 million euros, say, and non by amount of Saudi Fono, woman some Abasoma and Ayabokua, Yafanas Al Hilal, not just a Timono, I said, name a club as some Yake, Al Hilal Fono, woman Casa coaching about 20 million euros a season. Now, German coming in understand. You say, we drew coach and so campa. Every mum, I think Kabayan coach and call because I idea be and I be so for Satabi will be craft free amateurs and we are singing. I know, who Jumedia want tea, Adiama in Tamalan, Ayadias, and so any pa. And tis a Comasabia, who free inter, one news I was walk Saudi. I was so stay and some our Europe, or must stay our Europe, but yeah, and I'm a report to Aminano, and some other say coach in there. Your father say Zagi, yet say, I adias agreement on interfodi kankoye so be extended until 2027 nam waje 7 million euros a season no enom ana jamesa kan say one shot jan ebe choosy nampo wano asno be eye Saudi for 120 million euros na womo some adeba no pay me be catch say contractor ye fan say la stampa and some our Italy ebe kasa Jurgen Klopp aka yes now Sunday and some area che Roma enti ye twese nya bia no krabi wom and asa no krabi some anim na me jamesa kan say Jurgen Klopp agent no ye fan Mark Koziska na Mark Koziska Owano say yaman to Jasam Anyano cry one deny a rumors and also about the Abaso coming in answer news about our Italy last time performed by the Abasa the client I fancy club and a Baba coach and some Adama Romano was say yaman to Jasa Anyano cry Owano that's what a Jumas Tessa be a technical director be and some other matches a Red Bull phone when you're ready to say your Baba coach Bobokua your father said no I say Roma team no and then AC Milan after Semra medaba to just European football Milan nyame arma next season omo mobino we say them yes we losing here can say global appeal sankabia Milan ampa na akono a nipa support them AC Milan at san komodo omanya dia crowd here we mo Champions League omo boni nyina na yes omo lose that global appeal no na dintia masa global appeal omo lose no say so omo Europe dia say don't be any because of be able to done for the ABA teams out to one some bet me promote one so product and it's some brands I know I san night na I Tuesdays and it's a Wednesdays and I don't know and today I'm second some abama a similar omusika some and some bisibasa now omoni akotana your father said Christian Pulisic and some akasawie ena omo yes and kawuni oba extend the contract no until 2029 na mum say the season asia koi mechi se Pulisic aka champion for say we be sam atwetwa so kakra aden we be so hu club no omo ambitions and sana wonom be say our sign because wontimi mama extend the contract no until 2029 me hu say ye kobenkum ana say bia nifa say bia ye kwa ni mu ana say gina fa ko na masai na me da so tim dabi enti de me say kan nyina sa Jojo Fulani wonom ana seso no so aye pani de maboboku a ye fa se mero se ade bia wo so ye edo ru fa se elitary eba wo mo be so ru fa se elitary ana be ya ne kan se sporting director and some Adama Milan Bobo Kuno, one more Ram Sakwan Piasono, what was some Dino, and no some Nabet Bum Kama, and no I update Abba Sansamino, yet Emma yet for an pay, and some our show of Shadrach. Mamma says, Jamadiama, Wayne, and some Diania, you can say message, and our Milanello, Yakamalanella, not. So ana esem tumuno womo som akwaya ne yakare so mo training na shaka to be channel ma bon say womo de akosa womo hia womo Milan back omo famo refer Maldini na so wo kai se na Paolo Maldini legend no nam ona ye adwuma no ana chese ye wudi ye na singer and a teacher so reference Jerry Cardinal and some and also one of the Wontumi Maldini enya jumana Zlatan Emre supporters and say when I a message and idea woman ban a boko no chana no woman some man to send so you be omo ban jaso and to one omo so much asa mun san for AC Milan and come on reference Paolo Maldini no na me adwuma no and some I a message Milan supporters ni nyina no and some na dia ko e wa plan no plan no sam no ye de am ye to for our show no so na me kan say na nwume no yo bobo reference Man City obo game no and some abako so na City team no woman some no program area to Bournemouth what say we I will say and some I will say be a Man City able qualify say be a top 5 omo room and as I say and be a dynamics ebe sia kwanwume no yeah, Mensa can say, woman can run for the Thomas Promal. One of the better game about some our Tiada Bra, and I am a Man City Bobo Kuno, woman from Bournemouth, and about the same time, no, your Crystal Palace, about your Chabo Kua, your father Wolves, I know, and some game about some Man City General. Good news, I meant to say, woman to Rodri, Eddie, I am match day squad, and all. Now, Chasana Man City for no, woman Bobo Cry Fanasa, Chasa City Pep, and some criminal for a very long time. I think and our branch Vanessa Rodri and I can come back our Man City. Woman some squad and we tell you so coach and up and quadia report to Mensa can say Rodri I available. One bet me boss I came webby and some Adiamatinum I likely say on start pep and some I frimo and some not abanimum on say you can come to Bronya say anana almost aba anano. Now I'm game abas one I drew chess and can say God of Ananom and Sabia only obaya Jumanti amount just a lifetime. I a season ticket and a sound coming now. Media brown out of that and also latest I mean said. The brand no yes one kasa shock the public cause no fool sir ahode wo ho wo betumi akoso popo and some adiama Man City ama chese wo komo insider and some adiabasa yes wo mo yem penfo po mo ka bi ewom say bia wo kom Man City na wo yi obi te say Hardun Al Mubarak ana say bia Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan no mo a wo mo maka omo didi so ba no yes mo catch up dan nyina so penny say we consider o decision say be a woman to bring and twasuna say the wo fam dia gona den fa he kosi hina wo ya masa ma ko betimi aboboy wo mana wo sign tamatimi wo krom ha ye wo enti santwe ho biam unu ya say mitim dia waka no waka wo man to bring empo biam ama jemensa kan sa ayi ni pa ni bi won pa na ma kra no nim sa yeso mu busa pep several times say agent no person the brand abebo wo so no the decision what take carry up for day I the next step our bra team no our some omo now so not carry to bring us over say can be us or bobo am city for just desperate just say various reasons nanka boy no and some number so stadium nya say onya offer e Premier League no na come and quantia to bring no abetna Liverpool supporters will be so catch champion for say mun pushi answer somewhere last week na say concurrence and to bring am sabe kasa wo mo deny omo se nya no kra na mo de menya no say supporters be answer omo no omo tua aha nti yesem omo fu so wonya akoa wei eba Liverpool and yesala mo de anka season 45 goals so enti omo fa koda yimra ana Chelsea so de no mo say Todd Boyle masa wo dia Chelsea ya carry kra wuti ono ya bobo no wo hwe golf ya bobo no wo hwe American football from ho kra omo say bema na na odi ma akwada we emabo just 2 seasons keke mo experience mo mane mram abeboa obetimi organize aye boys na so mo ntehwe kra amache sane nyina no so aye kakra free mo enso mate banana pay e wo show so afei ma me manager fa so pepe ana se 20 baako ebusa so place no since we dem sam o ma di o ma tampa wo ma criticize wo mo and was also saying no so as a season and shedan kwase de musipani cham say amonfo atwu nkwada na numpa no so sa na ono waka kire mo say se won pese be kan wasem de e ja ball no na kwada no photographer and I say be akoye ensentren na ensentren for kwada some kwa no obi an criticize mo and say dwan say hwe da wono wo yo bitimi ka so no onim hwe onya de na so ye bia mai kama oba pocha chacha sa betia esi tro so set free be ma enti Shipa, I see yes, you dear tell so on your waka, Sam Juma no, so who's was about criticize any a jay, no queer photographer, Yantia Pep, our baby son, sir, criticism, I had a bar our place, no so sing and then Quran funnel.
Are these the kind of weeks this week that you turn to the players and say, show everyone that you've still got it?
Of course, you have the 2 games here. We have 2 games still enough to have the World Cup. But here, don't criticize the players in this country.
No, but as in, you know, from outside, the players have had more criticism this season.
Yeah, because we don't win.
Yeah.
We don't win. This is related to... Do you know how much compliment we had when we won the trebles and quadruples?
Yeah, yeah. But now everyone's talking about the rebuild.
Now it's related when we don't win. It's
the new players coming in and the current players here kind of still
but you have to use. So when you play in a high level, I said many times, you know, if I don't want to get criticized, I have a business. Be journalist or pundit. You get criticism? No, never. No. So
you'd be surprised.
You understand what I mean, you know?
Yeah.
So he says, go another. The players are the same. So don't want that. Be photographer.
Are these the kind of weeks this week that you turn to the players and say, show everyone?
I get criticism so now to me any jajumano jabona bona a photographer so photo de we try picture we na ono bi okro twa kon fama chero opani ba ko twa wi a na o se hwe o se photo wo na anya for ana se wo na me twa wo this kan wo faga picture de be for wo me da so ti ene munya dwon na mon kon photographers eno aye said your manager for so papa de no and some other ba onim say me no ka say Jeremy from Pon make a show say we be completing the last part of the medical. The report on the second contract and I was saying now the catch be a baby announcement keke and also in Tibia Watchina no man should add the Kakabia somewhere so and there be a more contract yes near dinner. Sikasam Quadawe said ye was a million for Ponobra was saying contract and Diacano and some announcement. I was a banning and some update Abana. Metesa Jao Konsa Prakwara fana sa kwansa no yese Bundesliga clubs ni bi so mo peno ama ebiam so am sa office ni bi bana eba na report from say kan nyina no say Liverpool for no enru out say bia say sikane ba na eye kama na eto asom nko ade a ene e jawo kwan so mo jano kwa ma no ko mo say Liverpool fans ni bitimi kam wo mo say Nani Van Dijk mo say omo proud a wo mo na babodi e say yahuna mani obi because anya kra entibi mo say sikane ba nko ade a am say boy no o mo jano kwa mo no enso akọ metesa Saudi Arabia for no so still mo da so pushi for striker your friend Darwin Nunez also Nunez you know yeri kan ba tu twa say wonom ebetimi a join Saudi Arabia clubs ni bi na ayese ombeto no magiska no ana biam so aya akodan na your friend say Luis Diaz and some adie no esa bobo babiam anya Diaz enko a Diogo Jota na mom ayade say Nunez ya ne de obekọ Saudi no wo mo bedwo sika omo jiska ni wi a report on say kan say sakoba sabia sika bi sa babiam na ebebuam ama chese Luis Diaz akọ ababu ama Diogo Jota enso akọ Liverpool ebesa akọ to striker enso adiaba eno aye said ye siche wa bra won sam ni nyina no ye de amiete for onim say Al Hilal wo mo president onom aye sanko beso fa Diego Simeone efe Inter Milan no ye fa no omo si wo no Penino ye fa no Fahad bin Nafel wo say obeso fa Liverpool CEO of football na Michael Edwards asem ne yake ono ekoi esampai na se Liverpool pa be jai amawura we yakọ ebe dempa but ya men se kan sa wate ase akwakohia Hilal amo president and opening no ensom adim komo am yese am so open wabiam enti echese wabi okọ ya osampai no se kobase bia Saudi Hilal for no womutimi kroma asem ye na bia project no matimi dada owura ya fa no se Michael Edwards and Quadia Metiso no so betimi consider the future Boboku ya fa no se no Liverpool ewa brano pay no eno aye kakra from aso ye and some about Crystal Palace ekotwa Man City now no Saturday and some akoje aye bobo the FA Cup no na afei ana Palace wana kasa posti and you may course our dressing room adiaba na shark ebenya video na mama ya time na coach no Oliver Glasner and some adam kwadano and so kasa ni nyina no enu nie na oboma basopa omso omo ankasa afei ana mama ki post omo ya wo say after so much FA Cup no we are 7 minutes of pure content. Crystal Palace for caption I don't know not just say when of course so our dressing room changing room na 7 minutes of pure content yentie abasobo and some after the game coach I found us Glasner and the man of boys no
and I still can't believe guys that you have done it, that we have done it. So first of all, congratulations to this big achievement, and it's and I'm not always, quite often I'm not talking about football, and this is maybe the moment, and then I let the party go and start. And we talked about it. I don't know when I said to the staff we should print the picture of winning the trophy, you know. I don't know, was it before Doncaster? Yeah. Before Doncaster, yeah. And then it's
boys on say Yabekasa Jamie Vardy every Leicester or call 500 appearances, 200 goals or no Edema Leicester and now me no kasa the mean say Crystal Palace want to say one more consider Jamie Vardy or Obana started grana from bench Vardy our experiencer one also bet me at the team no at Jamie Vardy honest what kind of say one more crowd to more Wanyini and when you was young what do or Premier League and Abo one country be a about championship to more Division 1 Arm friend and Munyai now on others will cost upon a ball and some our Premier League in Montenegro and your Police and I try to say your fellows of Vardy and Ababa and I was some and I said last of fire commons was you know you so more Division 1 or my relegating now you say I'm say you best had 2 more points now points are better than your mommy and sir and I'm say company for them no one do for our Premier League in more Jerry Kane and say Leicester City one more preachy EFL one more PSR and yet rules are Juma for the season 2023-2024 not just a last season no popo and some our just a championship no one bu emrane so and yeah breach number 1 number 2 and I say woman provide their account I'm a Premier League game phone on time and Tomra number 3 and I say woman provide a full assistance I'm a Premier League you know nessa and a championship no mukomo points deduction everybody can ya Juma Grand Sana woman start your bomu games in the Sana you say and no some our buy Celebia Leicester Ebesia Koyema studios no not Manchester United training now good news and Joshua Zegzi Makana Samsa Wabaya available or training Lani Joro and some training Anna Drogo Dalo and some training in Tachasa and your good news at the Matuno Wabra Tottenham Edika Ewoho na Ayania can say 2 days before the final when say Menoka sa reporter mean Manchester for your training every year at a player and I'm about fly from Manchester Aquabe Bow Aqua Dressena Yamian Mochina one more match and some Basuna yet to say captain na your friend Bruno Fernandes at Yasa Mofa Banes Emra Stadium Nam Omuyebi against Lyon Wamasana Kamapa and Omusayebi against Bebao and also Nam Amasomas F a Broye and some creative atmosphere and to Banano Ebinie Metesia say Caputo Bruno Fernandes at Yasa as supporters number to me at a Satifo and also Banes Akaseni and some about the stadium and I guess some Mames Nyamia Duma and also China our brain and some update about China gamer ɛnom aba so onim sɛ Ruben Amorim ɛrekɔto twa sɛ kwan bia so ɛwɔ so ɔmo gye cap no na mmom wɔse sɛ Manchester gye Europa League title ɔkyena koraa no a ɔmo nya hwɛ ɛyɛ step ba ɛnyɛ enough. No, just say, hey, we be a wood Europa, the Champions League, so massa. Woman Jakrana, I stop Kakawache, but my you dear, any Europa, somehow, Yankee United coach, Ruben Amorim.
I think you can see the environment is completely different. Even in our context, the week of the preparation for the final, even the matches before the final with Athletic Bilbao, with Lyon, the environment of the club is completely different. You see the fans there. It's a little bit like the team. We are playing Premier League, but we are playing the Europa League final, and you can see that. For me, when I say that is not the most important thing in our club, I really mean it. Because if you win Europa League in Manchester United, I'm really sorry. It's not a big thing. It's not a big thing. You can feel it here. You need to go for Premier League and for Champions League, and we are so far away that this is one step. That is my feeling, of course, is winning a title, European title, but it's not enough, and I have that feeling all the time. I think you can see the environment is completely different, even in our context. The week
Europa League now. I say what kakabat munyare. A Premier League, Ghana Champions League, no, and I am Manchester. Omo love Vunta Bubiano, and you feeling the iron just one thinker and some others. We did Manchester for now. I was so many striker. I was so many quick. One say I quick signing and signing Pocrano. Ebian Temper. Ada just a positions. And some say transfer market officially and a batch as a priority at the side. Your friend United and I don't pay young cross Spain. Your stories about more and I would say and your boss and send some as a Real Madrid and a Jack in the Abanamum. When you say Ivan Rakitic and so the Abasa were some Aratai. Now just a former player Emma Sevilla, former player Emma FC Barcelona. Your friend say Rakitic and so say what the Bonum SC on to me and trust him. Now, shockingly, when you say Danny Parejo, now you are ball against a Barcelona, I'm a via war. When I qualify for Champions League in Dada. Now, Danny Parejo say this season, remember for woman share woman chawata papa. No say what omachira and you say ta and was say over to me caso Madrid players be prani at the batano and yes excuse as I when we full say oya Madrid I was so man your man so dead nan carry Madrid timno and some never to me am a game I come a fee was so three bas opponent out on no and you may simple am a one against Bobo Fans Real Madrid and almost name Mbappe no Mbappe who and why a tear Bonabasu was 41 goals in the first season. Why I don't say game back in Mbappe. We bet Yakas who suye pano against Mallorca as son was only a bet idea chance in your manner. One nana Monchancha Bobo goes some more Bonabasono. Now maybe can say Florentine and as a Brantana, your father so Florent Vet, and you'll be a name, yet is a man city Fonso, and you're pretty out to know. William Xabi Alonso, what the pressure Emma Florentino Perez. Some alpha Florent Vet Emra and a pename Casa Madrid Abaswam yet Galactico signing Nebuanum over 100 million euros. Emma Mecasa from Argentina no one to the Abbas Enzo Fernandez and T Bueno some Asamba Fremnimo and to the Adanasa Robertus and Madrid I galactic signing and Tibetimia Basa Alonso El Pushi Namper Francois Soma yet Germany Jana Kuma Pebiadie and a Crabia Swakotano Abetim I galactic signing no and some Jama Bobokua your family Los Blancos Archesano and some update about Chelsea for the year Wobusuro yes one say £120 120 million and it's a whoop Enzo Tia 120 no one some bet me at Adon Serena no and some other bum and Argentina for to say your real club or championship na Enzo Fernandez about join Real Madrid Tierra Serbia Chelsea a coach about Sunday none a pre-match conference about so bet me deny and I said we are there some other coach Rebecca and some Jaffa no and some update about Real Madrid when we see Corana for us Avo Carreras no yes Benfica for say akwada no omo de be mamo but yenu mu nyina na ekọ club world cup no wo se yemfa boy ne man ne fa ne kọ eye club world championship na san ye no yensu ye kobo bintin kamo ntwam ye monwie Real Madrid for say now or never intiem ye mon kama sam ye na akwada na ye fa no say Alvaro Carreras ono enya time emantem pa ajewe mehunu kan Barcelona for Julian Alvarez from Atletico Madrid. No one say I'm straight out Man City. Woman to me but boss and Atletico relationship unti. Woman to my Griezmann ba. Omode chese Suarez and Atletico. And maybe a term. I'm David Villa and Atletico unti. Some relationship no. And down now. Boss of what say. And then somebody. What was some boy na ebia next season account. Na nyame duma. Next season 2026 you know woman move for Kwana fan say Julian Alvarez na mum me say can say koba say be a move abaso Kwana say be akwata no interest ba yes Julian Enfan kame empenfo no say offer no aye kama nkwa dia and Atletico eba evaluate no matimi agai ama bɔ no nyame ya ma next season no wakwa akɔbɔ bo e ama side ye fan say Atletico Madrid a chese ne nyina no enso update eba na enwa president no come na no pay ye bi ba unum say baby na Barca for and say one report echo casa Barca Benyeska Sompo 950 million euros. What say about day and you almost returning to 1:1. Na just a come new sense something in another sampem. Nam Oga say baby you pay na ya kasai I Rafinha I was so extended Frankie de Jong I was so saying Lamine Yamal 2018 I was so on some extended na o say opa jai opa fa sir Lamine Yamal and now what can say no we're the best player ever we are suffering nyina mo popo fatro turum sa akodanum tanim bobo echa wo bia we are say ayasema presido and to bana Lamine Yamal no am say wo ofufa na ya fa wofo last season last year and Adidas and Yakodano and some signing here now almost signing contract area no and this season boy no ne bob bona picture pa yes an agent say kai I said, you crank here. Now, I'm going to say, Adidas one afa kodano for bat. Baby, I'm say, I'm denya me say, I just na Jorge Mendes above fruit. Mother, she can't be there. Suddenly, you Messi, about the face of Adidas, you know, woman to the Basa Kodan Adidas about 1 man you Messi, the enemy, Japan, Yakodai, about more papa to your honor. Woman woman very careful omu choose brand amoba say Lamine Yamal didn't face no associate answer already on beat by Dre and some our contract already when it is a company you from some just Oppo and some our deal I know I am mobile technology firm was any Konami woman your TV game no sa Japanese I video game giant from say I Konami I would deal yes so free no create you be another back so fancy company must I will see say anya new team block factory na ukotwa blocks amaho was Spain be ma probitina aha tisana say wo mo som ngaba som ya kwadarma chasane bo no ensom akosoro pa metisa Inter Interfo no wo mo bisa Barca for say anya be Femi Lopez wo be koso trabanche dia ene mo fa na mayeye because Inter no some beton anase bebe London no metisa Interfo nya Femi Lopez wo mo som pa ena ye kan say Biblia so atwa say Barca for no one be serious our transfer market anymore na yese ade ba ko ama aye president Laporta na ne agpa mama has a flick unim say coach no yese won obi a ase omunamra onso obi won ma wo hia na pan no kra ma no fans na say wey nani ba yese coach litimi call restaurant ne ade awo Barcelona gina gate amo and fancy etwa pictures in tase wama odosru nkubi ababa da aye Barca supporters and it just wonom has a flick entem and automatically ebianya sunsanso pa ewo Barca team no so yes obi a won kire no ho na ono nom na ya cry ba say why extend the contract unsame bekai but mo shadan announcement am yes anka wosan ka bia oh yem pop champagne yen no bi deɛ unia at the celebrity the contract renewal and as extension ayo kosua yache and it just a bacon ya pork no yese baby ya asesrade enhye ni papa also pork ekɔ na chi ane adaha na aduane nie yese wei ana basa coach no what the celebrating the contract extension ha kwabota manitua kabasa kwabota extend ama bas hamza nka kroban ko bia betenenka that's when the coach no and some that celebrate wa brani nyina no nsam no ye de am ye tofona owura ye for something penalty no e sporting director Olympic Marcel wo mu bisa no se nyame ya adoma 31st aye bobokua ye for Paris Saint-Germain international final no na wo se no so o de ne mpabo aye ba ko pe ene se e bedru 31st a de beche na chese Marcel enkware goso aye the only club o ma Champions League out of France. That's what be Anton San French on the Bushfo. It one Mansoni, woman Casa PH and Quajet Derby and Sida. Was one of one person Interfor and some other Swasa Jumadiano and some other Quinina updater and no some banana pay. I was shown sooner myself for no pull out. Jonathan David answer Basa Quinda Ho, but Metasam among your pull out Sakodano or you're free. But Interfor na answer now dear. Now come some favorite in Taya, young enough for Sinabi Mana, Yamama. So real quick na this other some your own Wontumi sports buffet yen to us na fe yen for analysis emra
that you have done it, that we have done it. So first of all, congratulations to this big achievement, and it's you know it's. And I'm not quite often I'm not talking about football, and this is maybe the moment, and then I let the party go and start. And we talked about it. I don't know when I said to the staff we should print the picture of winning the trophy, you know. I don't know, was it before Doncaster? Yeah. Before Doncaster, yeah. And then it's
Stockport.
Before the first game? Yeah. Really, before Stockport, yeah. An amazing one. Great 1-0 win at home against Stockport. This is how we started, guys. But really, this is what just comes in, and I don't know. I think I don't have many talents, but one I have, and it's just given from somebody, is I get a feeling for a group. I get a feeling for a group, and I got the feeling, and I told it a few times to you, and then it was really very dominant when we were in Marbella. My feeling was, guys, we can achieve big things. And from that moment when I felt it, I told you, yeah, because it makes sense if I feel it, then Will says, well, come on, we never win anything. So, guys, that was my feeling, yeah. And then
yeah, course Obama Basumada Romanyamwa, Kama Sorry crowd and come out of the equation. New young quay.
Why are stories be brave? Why are Alonso, Name Madrid stories are more HSC, some top quality additions. You've also done some good stories on Barcelona, on Juan Laporta, or Kase. At this point, I can say Lamine Yamal is the best player in the world. The other stories also are where Jonathan Tah buying about Kevin De Bruyne, Pep so penny yow. My main starting and common Xabi Alonso, Real Madrid, Enzo Fernandez, and Florian Wirtz in common Woodino. And come always say the power. It's so wide and vague. Argentina as a nation, yakasa say you know, or more interest or move with same. Argentina or interest or Enzo Fernandez in move with same.
True.
Now the uncommon no. So see ya can't Brazil squad, Argentina squad. Argentina for feel say they have the best goalkeeper in the world right now in Emilio Martinez. They've been saying it each and every day. They also feel say central defense on Cristiano Romero is the best central defense. Or compare more any Brazil. Or more upper hand, you know. Enzo Fernandez, they have told themselves, Argentina, for say, or was sort of send every Brazilian midfielder everybody needs to see game. Enzo Fernandez, he's won the World Cup. I understand that. Unfortunately, he plays for a side. Omunyan Tinsi Konwe as an established side, especially Chelsea squad way who America. If Enzo Fernandez had been part of this PSG squad, we say Barcelona squad way, even Real Madrid EP6 of Shomani cross central defense. Net 6 Hono Kamavinga Beba Valverde call right back. Na Infina cracking. Enzo bet me Madrid for. Between the two countries, Argentina for the G2 say Enzo or a better midfielder sin Bruno Guimaraes and no name Paqueta Monet or more even though Paqueta for 8 this guy plays as a double pivot send the Paqueta Paqueta plays more advanced. So in the final third Argentina for no society say Julian Alvarez no ball let's go Madrid or a better sin any Brazilian number 9 or can want MCC. So baby and common my ball goalkeeper, my boss central defense, my boss central midfield, and then my ball and number 9. Now Denti and common is 6 years say Madrid 4 here 6. Argentina forcing himself best midfielder currently so movie alongside McAllister ball Liverpool. Say the dinner bomb McAllister say team of the season the bomb McAllister deal more by you Enzo. Now they are thinking say Enzo movie called Madrid and come see. Now a question what for because Real Madrid 4/6. A 6 will help augment and establish Alonso the 3-4-3 that person or Real Madrid. You know, he needs a typical number 6. Okay, Leverkusen, you know, now also between Palacios and Zaka now no Arsenal Granit Xhaka. He switched between the two midfielders, you know. But our Real Madrid, you know. Or Baba 4-man midfield, 2 out wide, 2 central. Out wide for Wanyomo. I can't left in an aka. Milos Kerkes Beba. And answer Alvaro Carreras. Fernandez and the Beba left. But right to the Trent Waba. And 2 central, no, Camavinga Waba Alonso doesn't trust the guy. Tchouameni is still growing as a 6. And per the standard of Madrid, the 6, you know, I can't Tchouameni Kakra. And Ancelotti and I 6, you know. Wakacha say 6 no asasi so but Tchouameni 6 aboma operate do. So Ancelotti loves Tchouameni as a central defender even more than a 6. A bit to Mascherano, a bit to Yaya Toure and Pep Guardiola. About both 6 obabi omu free ba. But the coach says no the 6 na me demand no. And yes I demand na mo dey mama no. Mon coach no honko central defense mo. E be na Tchouameni. So apparently Madrid are looking for 6. And Enzo Basisi yaw El Clasico be wasuru. I can't imagine Enzo Fernandez about 6 man Madrid
because Argentina won there. Omunim say say boy na wie. I know say indeed Madrid and so open dada.
Yo, me see they are celebrating say Enzo be move ya Real Madrid. Argentina for you mo de papa so move a. Enye Argentina na obi na no home fa no disabled bia Argentina players no na Enzo we create movie. Alvarez movie. Omo kwasra no. And Obusa Alvarez said, now then a Pep Guardiola no man mo be. Oh, no, so your best player or we are saying the best striker we are saying. And now striker is three. Because no person a crown because some will be back to Europe. No, I couldn't answer. No, say, me so we saw as a Enzo Fernandez, the Chelsea, then Bob Pabiano mobile or na Man City no. Me type Pep Guardiola. Or any Parmetano we are saying because when you Bob Essen Haaland, when you go not Essen Haaland or catch Reno, VP only came out. Argentina for no. Omoni some players, you know, and then set a ball in some of the best teams. Enzo Muvua is smooth for Argentina, for the player and for Madrid. Enzo, I mean Madrid they are upper level to Chelsea. Yeah, fast. Yeah. And then Madrid is looking for 6. Madrid is looking for 6. And it will be a smooth move for all the parties involved. Now the member come on Madrid team no say a quick move and say so when you're Florian Wirtz, yo. And the teams be you have creativity circulated around the final third of the field. The person me trying to say Obabenya will left and there were right wing backs in Milos Kerkes and then Trent. Omo creative Fincheba. Not centrally. Florian Wirtz right behind Mbappe Vinicius. Na chipe no Obabenya Valverde ni Enzo Fernandez. I mean yo and community and community
o ma team na ehu
yo a massive team because what Trent or Milos Enzo doesn't go forward. He doesn't offend on Koneni Bebresa. So Obenya Valverde a typical box to box. No nya Florian Wirtz as a 10 behind 2 strikers. I mean yen Madrid level in here. Well, yan fan come on nsuo na yen hwe DBC. Adena football fans ya yete sa. Ma shade bi pa football fans. Yet to say example me can menya asem but ma men can say football fans so almost sympathize with coaches but football fans and supporters per se they be almost sympathize with players. Once I hear story no na mafonka o Pep Guardiola ni pabonini adwuma KDB ayi ntoni ho akombe nya wan the best number 8 Chelsea about 2 seconds crown for my pa ye pe oh rade now no look all these comments where are they coming from? Yeah, where are these comments coming from? Football obekai watchnanti opedi no de amount no afro legend now kwachiri ho now don sakosumu no now hwe de ekro. You don't stay back there and still want to feel relevant. Physique doesn't evade you. And mentally, you want to tell us, oh, mentally, I am here. Where is your physique? In the last 2 seasons, last 3 seasons, in the last 1 season, your boy winning yaw. How many big games and a Man City are missing Kevin De Bruyne absence or the presence?
Yes.
How many big games? Because a big games doesn't or big games don't befall at the beginning of the season. Big games about at the end of the season. What a crucial games in about. But we know who Kevin De Bruyne. Shadrach can share the phone also. Normally injuries do Kevin De Bruyne were accumulating in the last couple of seasons. Occur 50 days, occur 66 days, occur 33 days. In make days, let's think about how many matches he misses through the absence. You know. Hamstring in that TV, so no, torn lateral knee ligament, knee injury, mononucleation, 50 days not taken away, calf injury, ligament, hamstring, muscle injury, ankle, thigh problems, hamstring. Now this manager fails to win some of the important trophies of the season. Now I say or changing the squad nani, one or age and so or improve speed and physique. It's incredible about team Nico Gonzalez about team who's son of a team Doku, Savino, they had already arrived. Oh, other players, so team number and Claudio Echeverri on the Chelsea and Man City.
No City. Onona Argentina for us the next Lionel Messi.
Yes.
No or 20 World Cup. Don't share Brazil for no. Bob brutal.
Yow.
But as you got into me,
that is Claudio Echeverri.
Claudio Echeverri, footballer. Yow. And only say squad Real Man City air parade no or the Omama Mush and Haaland Betuano. So I just want to find out something. Say Kevin De Bruyne ni really pa Pep Guardiola the man say with team say because this is football, yow. More consistent, mommy, in the first 20 games of the season. The last 34 now, where deciding phase of the season, you know, let me Kevin De Bruyne. And you remember Krabia or semi-established. Nama time. Nama Jia to me say this year I win it, next year A be a kakra. Then the following season I can take off. Rico Lewis, Kevin De Bruyne is done at the top level, especially in the perspective of Pep Guardiola. And come me no me do there about 2 years ka crash so England and kaye so crowd kan Chelsea omunya no mope. Imagine this Arsenal team. I mean Okofa Jorginho from Chelsea buyer. And then Chelsea Kevin De Bruyne ontimi nya Arsenal team with more. But Arsenal's priority for the season is different from Man City. Man City Pep Guardiola have gotten to a level. They chase troubles, they chase double trophies. Man City under Pep Guardiola oji EPL won ka say oh afidi and ma shoda nko one because that is not a standard no. Now also wajiatum KDB the way ni nyina achi no e ma nye twintwame nua ye Toure ko David Silva ko Aguero ko Gabriel Jesus ko won't you pave way mene Pep Guardiola ya adwene fans jintum ni nya humobro sem no oh why adwuma na mo man mo kakra say no he's done. They can be the legend and opportunity pave way for the other guys. And nothing no pay Akomiame Ford from AC Milan then about the Man City.
Tijani Reinders.
He feels the guy can do that job. Physically he's there. Technically not at the level of Kevin De Bruyne. But on all Pep no GD say yes. Kevin should pave way. My last speak. When Laporta said Lamine Yamal is the best player in the world. Currently, he's thinking of the next project. Let me be 18 years. I think it's a whole number now so the contracts. Now I must have 110 years in a said yeah, can I dead responsibility freakishness and money be brave about the contract in it. Yo, Basta build attacking try to be behind a lone striker. I envisage say going for the 4-3 training Yejuma Papa for now under Hansi Flick. 4-3-3 with a typical long pivot with 2 dynamic number 8, you know. I mean, who is that? Me who is 4-2-3-1 looks to be the way where the 10 will look to support the final third more than the midfield. So a basadia, let's just say 10 no be here pa na Lami caught 10 when the bebasia minister Rafina beba and untina Rafael or Basa for no penno into Yakwe say 4-2-3-1 dia a Bayer Pedri Frankie de Jean as double pivot 1 and 2. Now Rafael Leao, Rafinha, not Lamine Yamal about 10 behind a striker Julian Alvarez.
To say Leo Messi di Biana. And Lamine no beats me I saw Messi a Jumano war as a 10.
She say yo.
Okay.
Oh yeah, now onyana positionally.
Because said the name say if you flank on a 10 biano cut it in.
So na Messi so cut it in.
Omuntu me mfano no imagine to say Lamine as a proper number 10, Rafinha on the right, say Leao Ba on the left no. How no be maneuver?
The best Mbusa Newton is why has this boy been the most efficient? Because one thing about Messi in that role is Osha, he's diminutive. Into pushing Messi off the ball in that area.
Difficult.
Messi won't dim, Papa. And this guy actually say he tries on space. Man space, you know. But in that role as a number 10, unya that space. So Messi Diana a close knit. Still to me police trains. But will Lami be able to do that in that role? As well, okay, I mean that, but
typical tactical question as to you see, I'm analyzing Lamine since Xavi Mano the debut, 82% of the times on my foul I see her. The relevance of the foul is around 30%. But foul na basa bebono. A son fa so by my team around 32%.
Okay.
Unlike fouling somebody like Leo around the edge of the box, the chances increases rapidly. So they took notice of that. Say they've been fouling Lamine, even though Stivo is talking about Messi, the height, Buano, or shall I say, or take off speed. But I feel Lamine was footworker, the close control, the tight space, angles, to me, a switch balls between the feet, giving improvement behind a typical striker or movement. And besides, Lamine shoots more from the right. What high shooting accuracy? What's the goal? Okay, so imagine putting Lamine in the goal frame. You are naturally improving the Basa fans 10 neutral 10. Because we mo omo because of femin. Emubeche, but Leo ho nemuche. Keep a crane say Leo. I mean obianim. That is what they want to establish now. A standard number 10 role positionally, and of course the jersey. So okay, but Lamine come on a day. I think so we wait to see how Anima
new me da say video analyst Newton Latte and our tenant Canana me ba me say before in T answer JC essay fancy Lamine Yamal would never be successful when he is made to play behind the main striker, that is to say number 10. He plays better at the rings or no Nidia or no at the buy no mystical blinks I say afa he will get injured when he plays when you play him at number 10 or Sunday laughing with your shoulder. Well, also the other buy and so and I was say Florian Vert will destroy his career if he goes to Madrid because he can't bench Jude anyway. Jude is part of players who are the face of Real Madrid. Abaki Akwesi and a day by Jude the answer Alonso beats me up Jude war double number 6. Beats me out double number 6 now Florian Vert will release because Granny Jacques to say Bia
Enzo free more.
Enzo no.
Enzo say 2 central.
Enzo typical number 6, 8 or 10.
Say no omo hwehwe mama de phone ntie wo de Jude be hwemu dia wo Jude
so be born a terry back the right wing
of course
the right wing back
2
left wing back now it's a middle no
akoka 2
Jude ni Enzo
Valverde Me and son you too yaw.
Or some of them so bet me abon to say right.
Yeah, you bet me about you too, Pani.
Who you too?
Who are you too?
When I said there, I was about Hoko bench. You know, to me start. And I'm going to start
you too.
So, obey me about double number 10. So, what don't you know? On a 3-4-2-1. 3-4-2-1. 2 behind the striker, say, be in Mbappe in his way.
So, say, I
was Vinicius and so
I had 3-4-2-1. I had no 3-4-1-2.
Okay.
Vinicius and Mbappe, the 2 back with the top. 2 in the air. Found Sanka. Leverkusen, not 2 no actually. Not Boniface. Not Kojina anymore. Yeah. But this time, the 2 Mbappe because of Vinicius and Mbappe. Not Vet, not Baha. Okay. So Vet behind 2 strikers. Mbappe and Vini. And what no much 2. Or no much 2 no. And then I am and Sano Valverde. Enzo ya also obey and a Jude. You two ni uncle. I'm not Valverde so bet me born right wing back. Yes, I'm not so about here no. I have a bet na bench. Omo nyina ministers back bet na bench. Wo. Meza.
Yes, fancy ma yenche for. Na say the transfer market na hit up pa. Na mo interest ba ko mienu ni me say bi o. Then you bet touch it be kakra before the Europa League final nyame adomo china between Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur. I think there are certain players beyond they are molded in a certain style. Like you can't change who they are. Ebi musu to me adapted to different styles. So Nipanana or Kasa about Yamal number 10 ne wings in any way, you know. I think say Adebako defining Ronaldo ni Messi at some point in time here the ability to switch from their original positions to different positions. Messi and Kasa no no a winger. Messi was a typical winger Ankasa. Our right wing one no kati no shooting our subeshe. But football moving forward, you will say Messi about force number 9. Force number 9, you will say transforming it to a different beast altogether. Our goals and assists became his hallmark at a point in time. A dream maybe so no more with the 4-2-3-1 and Messi be about born a 10. Messi it man if you or park and the super be obey me abo. When Rooney started as a centre forward, but when Rooney be jabo bono no bo as a number 6. And yes, na obo na enkoye na obobo ni in that particular role. What the only free Cristiano Ronaldo started as a right winger, but the dream maybe now Ronaldo boy as a left winger. And Ronaldo is a movie. You look Justice Blay in your local league, you know. So I think Adebako a bit mere show a positive growth. Lamine Yamal the progression as a player will be a OGD say. In the next few years, you know, bit me step up here his ability to adapt to different positions. Fancy, I think say my player be another distinct among your peers. See, rate you I am for one sifa kun kase right wingers how you say, but see rate you I will rate you as an overall top player who has come into the game and defined the odds. And I heard talent in Ekuta Akodana. Me pese better stories be after 2 or 3 years. Say Akoda we know the ball there be. He needs to grow his game. It won't function the trim say baby on the position no person ball basuna ni bia we are say corner him to change. And responsibility na be so that's why. Bibia obesisa position be obeka say corner kobo. The moment you become the face of the club, there are certain things you need to start doing. And I think say it doesn't matter. He has the quality to thrive as a 10. May I believe so? May I believe so? He has the quality to thrive as a 7. Said Yowoyi. He has the quality to thrive as a 9. And our quality to thrive as 11. Mesana me ho akodawe. Say 4 positions na wadi money nyina obetimi abo. Obetimi abo ni nyina de C3. Real Madrid has to some Enzo Fernandez with the amount of money they involved. And their choices in the transfer market as a stance no. I think say for Fernandez they are quite unrealistic. Me sure say Chelsea be jana akoko be dey say Enzo Fernandez na Real Madrid. It's kakasa dey. But why do you say Real Madrid between 120 million euros na kwa for Enzo Fernandez ada?
The installments now.
Installment to hold and I say Chelsea ko no Benfica installment but hebro mo bre. So why do you say Chelsea be jana purchase omra? I think say Real Madrid are already losing the battle when it comes to Tijani Reinders. Because Pep Guardiola Eddie can't bowra akodani trim. And I don't know how Xabi Alonso could get close and make sure so betima convince akodani say omra Real Madrid. Every single player we are CB obe catch say on person be training under Pep Guardiola be another than no. Newton ti your coach. There are certain players we are na coaches so build the pedigree be do baby obi a person bo under you. Because him say all the be fufu be crab can game on. And then how Pep Guardiola transforming players be to say Matheus Nunes. Name so no central midfielder. And the Jumo ya say progressive carries. Any progressive passes at Wolverhampton Wanderers. But I know ordinary botu mo be say Nenya Matheus Nunes wey na midfield dey inside the boat yi. You see certain players under Pep Guardiola omo faith ni omo bibia asesa. Me sure say Rodri. Ne shebre ni bibia as a footballer esesa under Pep Guardiola. Kevin De Bruyne was good at Wolfsburg, but on different level when he came to City and even more better under Pep Guardiola. Ike Gandogan was solid with Borussia Dortmund. But under Pep Guardiola, you see a different player altogether. Your coaches be on their huge influence upon the players, no, and play a massive role in transfers. It is January Renders and Pep Guardiola there. Me sure saw the Alonso tour, now the Pep Guardiola tour. Obeka chose kwa body ama Alonso, especially when you are speaking to Pep Guardiola. And a City midfield, no, City they know they got it wrong with their transfers in January. Okay? Nico Gonzalez no buy and five. Kusan of crowd and a crowd will never be Mika O'Reilly in the crowd bojano.
Na Nico de Nanya say be our bar City almost struggle. So best as a Pep any time for me more chance.
This is the best possible season for Pep to have actually tackled him because competitions are not City women no. Omu free do na as early. This is Champions League. I think the quarter final or visa no free. Then no the EFL Cup almost also free muntem. Then FA Cup now they were still in the league, you know. They were fighting for it by a gap between City and Liverpool. Maybe an age now. So I don't think this season was a season City were fighting on all four fronts like the previous season and not more fighting on all four fronts. And what I find the number generally means is we expect to say solve a problem with Mawas at that time. So the more he plays, the more results will come. But I think so by the first 2 games was solid, but the rest of the games they did not pick up. And pick said you City pen or no. And pick a cry. Kusan of deal no so BBO. But I think Tijani Renders offers a different vibe altogether in the midfield partnership with Rodri when it comes to Manchester City. The technical quality kuta kodawi, any vision, anyhow or playing the role as a box-to-box midfielder, anyhow good he is. So Oshutiasha, I think this kid a proper Ike Gandogan replacement. Not necessarily somebody over double pivot with Rodri. Because Adia Ike Gandogan the man no a clutch player. We are arriving late in the boxes, giving you goals out here. And the technical quality, the vision and could take Ike Gandogan. And the mommy who said, we any replacement. But Real Madrid should push here, say almost a bit Makadia, but it's quite difficult. This deal is quite difficult, right? Fancy Saudi Arabia for launching Vision 2030, near himself grown on Moody. You know how far they've come with their Vision 2030. To a certain extent, you see a World Cup, more opportunity to host some. Every single good year you didn't war, a real simun, you know. I continent in Abumwa, fancy. Omujina hobby F1 boxing dear pan enko
nanu ya kromoko ball tennis or
nanu kromusa ko ball tennis or but there's something about the Saudi Pro League almost has and almost person go different level. One, it started from picking up players omabo Europe age near 30 29 28 equal. It almost a sad don't have the echo. Then the next thing they started doing with their projects they say better pick up young talent on Europe. And I'm on Befa, Guyana Celta Vigo, I think Vega. That midfielder. Almost someone now, and almost Befa John Duran, Moon, and Yomo Day. Echo. It's almost giant old players in the Thomas is here. All your young talents now pay on person this cabin. Almost Vinicius, €1 billion, almost the BBA to tour. Almost free stage in almost there. We will target top European coaches. It is Salzburg head coach. No Makofa, Osa, young boy.
I'm sorry, Otavio,
Ronaldo teammate. So young talents no more far the copy more Saudi Arabia. Now, I'm moving from one to a certain extent. Say Fahad, Ben Nafel, Alfred Michael Edwards. Sabranebe Liverpool, Al Hilal Juma. So they are transcending from coaches, young talents, old talents. Now, almost break it through the CEO system. Michael Eminalo, not on any club, but to have the courage to come to Liverpool, say me pay Michael Edwards, no, like what friend no, fancy, it's not a joke. Even in European clubs, come put me just our confidence in some for Michael Edwards. This is where they want to enter. And the ama Michael Edwards the other drink a can said now FSG for the person more multi-club ni no. It is CEO now more appointed. They needed to convince him a lot. Say omunyo we bring any project no baby bring on be oversee. E kaska tu nko ade a kotam to ni say no their ball we Hilala or Tosso second. Between 2011 to 2022, the transformation of the man Liverpool was mind-blowing. Look at the signings Liverpool did us at that time. He was literally nipa FSD who said Jurgen Klopp no muhiano or buy on Richard Hughes. Look at appointment of Yaji League and any league.
It's not more force say as and then back.
And in the back. But me say he laugh for no. Where the Omako fan and bonny. Your mo car, a more DM is a Casano Crabit me here. Iron Amfa. Fancy. Namea Duma Ochna. Manchester United bought the Europa League final against Tottenham Hotspur. And no more posti a video be. Now video no matter any I think this is one of the best videos I've seen Manchester United post. Would they describe your more heritage for a long period of time? Fancy, there is a lot to play for in this game, aside United winning the trophy and qualifying for Champions League. Okay? When a Manchester United supporter team, you're not paying. This is a club. There is no way you can change its fate and tradition. It is more like a religion. There is a reason why Liverpool and Manchester United time. We are foreigner now, but now politics be on by year, said they are on sentiment as our two teams. There's something distinct about these two teams in the history of English football. Fancy all other clubs in the Premier League Omunibi. It is a club for the people. It is a club of the people. It is a club tradition and they made it through one, fancy, the kind of success stories more achieve you on the pitch. Number two, the kind of tragic stories are more heavy attached to their clubs. It make a disaster. Then Liverpool, the stadium disaster no munya. And Sanyo Mani see no. I said the who be better clubs next year, you can't explain it with statistics or metrics. It's a feeling. A connected to the club, you can't change it. It is Manchester United edging the UEFA Champions League in 1968. But United echo Barcelona against Bayern Munich edged Champions League in 1999. Then you come back to Moscow in 2008. Then in 2017, Abraham Omoji the Europa League, these were seasons and tragic. It remembered them about a lot of things about the traditions of the club and how they are supposed to repay the faith. This video, there was Kathy inside. Kathy, you'll be a wire of Manchester United as a receptionist for so long of years. We're free. But why is this video recognizing her? This video is recognizing the Munich air disaster. Video recognizing a lot of things within it, just to showcase what it means for United to win the Europa League. A football heritage. Fancy, but I wish passing Manchester United new concern Komoji the Europa League.
And in here.
Me pemupa Kabiji 2 years United Europa League no come on money. Me prefer some team no more any project no more no. Come on 1 match a season, 1 match a week. Far away from Europe.
Okay. And I say United J Europe and I mean automatically Champions League
they'll be involved. And Champions League
still now, so there are Carabao
FA Cup comes once in a while. Once FA Cup creates me dedicated 1 week.
Okay.
1 weekend near their body in a EFL Cup. A drew time on what midweek EFL Cup here when competition drew a quite anymore.
I will prefer every Premier League game.
Yes.
A week. Okay.
Because I don't know Ruben Amorim Diaba United. No, a new thing, a fresh thing altogether, fresh idea altogether. He needs time to build. Champions League, so about 8 matches. Fancy. Ubo we no want me and so top 8 in the soa. Oh, kobo playoffs. Home and away and some kobo round of 16. So it's not a joke. But me say dream wo ko akire biem na me video na me say Debbie. United always thrives when there's a tragic event associated with their seasons. Ferguson, I did saving a Jumana cap when next cap. The rest is history. Whatever restored Manchester United's glory was the Bilik Air disaster. Whatever that happened after it, Busby Babes, a history. Adibia just say Mourinho better also second Obi Aboni di who grew the course when the after saw J an European trophy. Even in the West State of United, they would love to have their heritage in store. But fancy, Omu yes can be pay more Champions League no. Man United Niska e here omo. Memo be another. E ka me kwa kombo one match a week no, but me bisa me won say Oman qualifiers ka be no mo de ko to because e say no kra no Rashford no Aston Villa for hu ni say 40 no kra no. Omutia Sancho Chelsea person more than 5 million no crab and almost add ba. Anthony le looking likely say no crown no bet it for say pen one extra no story about say no kan na me boa. They will need money. It can be money there. Can United ball one match a week in terms of the Premier League it is okay. Okay. But I think looking further forward, two things, the heritage and the tradition of the club. Number two, the money they will need. Yeah, from the Champions League. Stadium. You need a lot of money.
Steve.
Yeah, that's it. But if I say me shall see a free baby at Messiah this year. You see, near to Manchester United, any video Makoya Baninano, it speaks to one thing. That is our very existence as humans, and how you always have to appreciate every little thing that comes your way. Ordinarily, the stature of Manchester United, this shouldn't be a cup final, and you be unique tragedy about. You for the stories behind compiling in say in the midst of our difficulty, let's cherish one thing. And they say, maybe need to say, ye fawim, yet ye try. So there are people in this world that, and you maybe a kito almost say, they take it for granted because it happens every day. Discussion and you see, empire na able we as no Korea for the omo language ye be the Oka house and so the empire. Chinese for ne your model. Buddhist no be can be. All over the world, languages now obia timi can be an obia the friend in Yamia or Jenny. In Tinshano, Yashisha according to time obia a fray. Intin almost say, Tron say, times and season. Obia the Ebaba, but according to Senya Washishan. So United were that great. And during the time of Jose Mourinho, it was this same competition or Koji and would be second. I say, it's the best season of my career.
Yeah.
And the pundits alike, and more former players, because this is poor. The stature of Manchester United, we shouldn't even be competing in the Europa League. And they, into Europa League, yeah, boy against, and you only AC Milan, and you only Real Madrid, only Spurs and Ebobo. But the importance was attached to the final. Inti a court to confirm say you only value peace when there's war. You only value the existence of will be presence when that person is no more there.
Yes.
So they used to be a team na or little or no value for this competition. But then they and who here and they say United sika semenya into omo didi o se canteen kra ya tum. Yama band coffee. Find out more staff no coach ni na yi ni sika se obetua mabia mama ko. Ti meze kasa na so omu niska into omu winia ebetime abo omo. But personally, analyzing United throughout the season, fancy if they are to win the Europa League, I bet cause another problems at the moment. It was positives. That is the Champions League, it may attract a lot of footballers because my Canada, so the Arabs can never buy. But Nipa never trans say then a motivating is say a Juma will venture into a Jumana. That is to be in the UEFA Champions League and blah blah blah. And no bit motivating Nipa. But you see, there can never be a football big transfer, proper signings without a sporting director Unim Nejuma. without a coach, a man for a GDD. Because now may share how Liverpool pulled off certain signings with Van Dijk, Mo Salah, and the likes. Near or more handle analytics our Liverpool and the transfers, say. Okay, club so the all smiling manager. So mo feel so bit imagine. So okay, Jose Mourinho being himself a serial winner. So okay, Carlo Ancelotti Obia say or the father figure. So that alone a pulley. But Ruben Amorim swag ben the whole Ruben Amorim obetimi action those players aba. Again, already I this season I check clearly say Obia or inexperience in this sense and yes say you manage the situation with a system about boy not necessarily say trying to impart our own because time or more palm everything hag there. Now clearly a chair say United I believe said the season they could have salvaged and win something proper.
Yes,
no it's me qualify for the Champions League and as well making it to the top 4. Because after everything had there was a Ruud van Nistelrooy on the next day there first. And almost sake no for this gentleman. I just saw Mujini this so bit me the omaji and that's what the Mudra top 4 him. But once I went to me and yes, young guy be a naive. Because the experienced men are more only businesses. But once you gain the experience and you may be yet be. So when I chase any experience, how Obetima manage it 4 competitions in a season? So United the Champions League names this year, their fans will be expecting them to go further in the competition. Combine that with the Premier League and the Premier League chase to be in the top 4. You have to fight against Unai Emery, Aston Villa, against Mikel Arteta, and a Slot, Nottingham Forest, and a Chelsea. So, and yet the traditional top 4 Nibium are 8. So you have to fight in the Premier League, in the Champions League, Carabao Cup, and FA Cup. Catch with the experience to absorb all that pressure, Beba. So personally, I feel onya trophy na me share Ruben Amorim as an individual. Minya ya nanko onya trophy e dey start the career no. But the new ma ebe surround United and be more toxic. If Owinia, the expectation will be higher from Ono. Mirror Manchester City. I'm saying Jack Grealish. Any issues na nkrofo na sha see a church. Se Pep Guardiola and Penasem.
No more question no crowd.
Yes. You see, Fancy, my candidate say transfer figure be our the market. No? I was corresponding with the end results. And Tishadra, over boy made the way be sending WhatsApp. Almost 100 million from Aston Villa. Can ye pa dia? Yeah, cast a player be the 100 million aircraft. 100 million shouldn't go for certain clubs. And you can say called Brighton.
And yet transfer and new master.
You see, transfer and new master, but because coaches need to say any time to develop in Crawford's expectation or high. They start in you. Yes.
Coaches on more time. On spare resource.
You see, the time at City in you from 2022. Okay, the numbers as an attacker, an attacking midfielder, and as an offensive midfielder. Fancy our firm. So the best season for Manchester City no year 2022-2023 or winning treble is regarded say he played a part. But the year call UEFA team of the season, Manchester City nya as many as 7 players. He wasn't mentioned. But Haaland was in the mess. Last season you had Jude Bellingham at Real Madrid. The first season in your man
yes.
a pair of Sika Commando. So you wouldn't talk about the transfer figure.
Be a crank can ask him say
what is
because the first season will be a Jude.
Yes. But this gentleman has been lucky. Lucky I and as a team now they've been excellent on all fronts and more achieving all the success. And into one will be physical at the cover Jack Grealish. Now he is 29. And in the FA Cup, when Pep Guardiola here go our changes, one for gentleman were Amber or the Claudio Echeverri nearby. When you be ambo. So they are saying say end of the road for Jack Grealish. Barrier City ni players are potentially umbe free. One thing that City be me say that is experience and leadership. A new team Rebecca say as a coach, every department on the field you need leadership in attack, in midfield and defense. So they are losing leadership in Kevin De Bruyne our midfield. Defensively they have Ruben Diaz and the likes. John Stones they are there. Attack the experience Erling Haaland I gather over time from Dortmund to Man City. You will say he's an experienced guy when it comes to goal scoring, but in the middle they will be losing some level of experience. But Jack Grealish in a career and improve is a leader. Though at Aston Villa now aboard the captaincy and ban
or rising through the ranks as a local boy.
Yeah,
I know the baby drew that level.
but the near off the field and on the field, and will be a leader. So losing this guy, and a big blow to Manchester City. But he has been saved by the success of Manchester City over the years. Because personally, I don't think that Jack Grealish will be I was already 40 million Cotonou. Now, is there an exit route for him? How many clubs and they be chasing Jack Grealish? Because the level of Abobona could do at City under Pep, are successful there. You should be thinking of Chelsea, Bibeba. You should be thinking of Arsenal, Bibeba, Abefano. But the right destination, Ewa Branty will born or Obono. I think that he's an overhyped footballer. Onye exceptional, sir. He's not that exceptional. So, Pep Beja no kind. Now, new thing come about Pep Guardiola. One thing I like about that coach, and the work ethic. He want to go a step higher. Gentleman wants to drop piano or drop it. On one casana buy no cry, but say Okuta ni mojo ne fine form no cry no. Only exceptional in the City setup. Obeka it was Phil Foden 2 seasons ago. I Phil Foden Yebonidi, Kevin De Bruyne, and then Erling Haaland comes in. Before then, Ruben Diaz, Albaya, Obeji, Premier League player of the season. So he has never been that player. He has never hit that step higher. But with Jude Bellingham, why have value for money? Whereas this guy and also saved by grace, the grace of Man City being successful. So free team where only the likest destination.
Jude Nye is successful and Grealish is saved by grace. He's
saved by grace because the ball no bonnet there and 100 million at most. It should be 40 million. But that is a transfer business and the market value and the clubs need your mope. But I feel so free City. I don't think I will see him at Arsenal or Manchester United or Chelsea. I'm kofa that level of quality. I will film in my view, and I think say the Bournemouth, the Nottingham Forest, and the Aston Villa now. And no crown or pardon as a former player because Una Emery Insua. You expected from players, and similar to that of Pep Guardiola. But it be almost coming because on 100 million. On some time ago, he was hitting the ground running. Play beyond the level of club I was over. And also, Jack Grealish, clearly, it comes in the mode of team now, friends, Aston Villa. Now, new team, touch on, I think, a player of the season and names. I'm a boy.
Shadrach with me assistant.
Yes, so Shadrach with me.
I'm for 2 minutes.
Yes,
yes.
Shadrach beat me the image now to so and now.
Jamie Carragher
and then Gary Neville.
Carragher, then the army feels sometimes also sounded just as a controversial.
I mean, who is I know a person.
So on your amount for
Carragher
talk off.
Yes.
You
see, may issue with I think 2 or 3 players that is Sandro Tonali. I do not think that I was so bad in this conversation.
I agree with you.
I feel
I agree with you. Tonali.
You see,
see I can say
Obi a revelation. I just say we least expected the person because fancy ever started season now because say Liverpool lineup there was no way I'll be including Gravenberch as a starter.
So I don't know and the man and a slaughter himself from day one in the Premier League because Gravenberch even under club.
Yeah.
Now Liverpool for Nanka saying the way forward.
Yes. So
and then what is the Liverpool so probably over 6?
Dabi, among class, among these uncommon bill. And then the among share number 2, number 3, and striker. And then
my end don't come on the Bermuno. And my end do be
yes. Fancy. And then at the left back of defense, Louis Kelly. Well, prove say Arsenal yes or call market and so compare number 3. Youngster not say our future. Why are they this season?
But yeah, about starting 15 games not starting.
Yeah, but what Chiramo Biel say?
I mean, over compare na Keke say.
Yes.
Okay.
I was looking at Bournemouth player.
Milos Kekes.
Baby or no team no woman. And then the quality is surrounding no. And then the fact that Real Madrid or a link to Real Madrid just as Dean Hoyce in there. So it means that gentleman has proven beyond that he's a quality player. But for McAllister, he's an unsung hero. Just as Ubehu Tony Cruz or Real Madrid set up. No, on you be able to do but the Jumanon Konon one.
Okay.
So with these two players, I think I have issues. But Ishak and
what is Bruno? No, I say Bruno name. I don't know deserve so because
made a new opinion.
Okay. Sorry, character.
Bruno.
What to go
Bruno.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Fina couple. Madam for no
fine. What's it?
Madam for no way.
No.
Has coach no.
Oh yeah, we be fine. Okay, be fine. But say there some dio. Say there.
Couple fan of one sense mbao.
Oh, say
da bempo no share.
Ekokamu man na tikamu ya.
Coach ni share. On say no ma me no.
Wa me yi.
And I stand on the ball for so me post match.
Oh,
I feel the
Atara sha problem be any hobium.
Ba wan share dia wo si so all
me aso be wini.
And all can say Johnny bi busa ni say.
Ba wa say wan go ka bibia. So ka bia na dey ba.
But o mo ni din.
To wan post match.
Oh me ya nsan kan post match. Atara I don't know in the easy cry. It's you be do go kakra. Our league no na afia to aso de free o say de amre no koniti no you be straight to Ghana league no na afi ya to aso de free hono say that no pa no the stories no bebre every eba na ye chechiro mu catch say wafu zombi ne de e say de omo de ama Nigeria ni no a wono eba ba Juma Ibrahim Musa ana no be fa wafu zombi no na we replace here racket no de card won sem every amount dada ana committee no so mate on a branch here friend say olu we Olarewaju second ono na obebo boxing no Ghana ha owu Nigeria ni no na no pa no say dem ma o update this the woman say omo committee no omo ye no omo the investigation no omo submit 100-page report and the ama sports minister omo the recommendations bebre ashe omo so omo ni part 30 and the interview omo busa omo the course so e was stadium no omo the based on recommendation omo the ama minister na the woman say recommendation no one and it's Ghana na ye no ye be ama umu enti boxer no obewe and funeral no and cost bi bia won bia no so Ghana ana yebetu aseska no eno kakra if you no de by say Ghana na be ye na mabusuafo no e Nigeria e hon komo na ye de won sem the Elman no mra no go straight to Ghana league no near room na afie ni komo enra game ba akoko so ana ehwe ni say bibia betima ko nations wo mo share former Legon City set no emu eba ko Kevin Ample football 2 goals na afie Emmanuel Ano enso share ba ko Sadiq Alasan ebo go ka ma na 4 ho na Shada Kubenya Jimano Anoni goals ne bi na afia hwese de nuama enso esi call ye enra bra game no course ne mo stadium ne de na ye empty na se obia ni ho na se obia enhyeda ni agropama no so ne mo game no ana ye bi de ama na se highlight no ana koso ho no na se de tie nie de wom aye de tudwa ama na se after say game no ko na wie ye coach Kasim Mengo ni tempo no our dura game na osro and the Legon City say no ka ho binti ana omo enso timi win the game no na omo ntimi anyina wo manim as a team yentie coach Kasim Mengo after game no kakra or the tudwa Mengo kakra or the tudwa na o din komo no ana ebusa ne say o player ba ko IFN ne say Jimala ano ono ehye goal yi ne shirt a training might belong to Jesus F4 at the fine by 500 cities and also edu baby F4 no case o mo caution na mo ya no ma fine no what 20 players no for say sad they do some no every MRZ nations of waters ne league no mbeje o share said enuama sikwa enuama dempa de mo na se match sakedi enya match bi amfa mo na o ma steady ehun say o mbebo samates ewo home no makwa we akobo baseke Holy Stars we are no abetena fie abo Heart of Lions a league no afawi yenti fans na enra after say game no ko na we kakra no evia ba no pan me catch you say why you supporter and the mahas of komu game against Brekum Chelsea or Brekum almost say chairman e born ani so mamuja e dan ani so na e ba na say why you and so any breeding din anya asem keto akra enu ensem kakre fronti ye hwese efi no wo mu so e dey sa fine no ene nkoma e wo ho beba na wo de communicate e bebre public because born no dey see e bom obi ani so tu moja say ya ene ye nanu ya na ekoye me knife ho announcement na ye bu obi a ye born so dey ntie gaga say chairman na bom ani so amoja epie ene ensem kakre free ode ba na say Ghana football no bro no e ya dos ye hwe mo na omunya ni ye emie nyina no ye kakre free ode ba de ba ntie rem na ye ni komo na Emmanuel Kobi enso say why ready Go Stars game no ne kotoko no training na no shepa wono enso I ready available for gamer and obaso nti ye hwese de nuama ebesi akọ every affair de wonsem enso every emau and the day e wo ho anya asem to akranti we Go Stars ne kotoko game on Sunday and be shepa e wonsem and e de emau na fancy say the Go Stars for no do mo tickets no prices no ba VIP no e 60 Ghana cedis and a regular e 30 Ghana cedis no oh yes we hear say the new mama said the bear obi abi bomma na support seba in the 60-30 anu mo dey abanti we dey efo pa say omumra na ombe support omuhia dom
wana bibia ni be de
yes omuhia game no so omuwini nti omuhia say bibia e kama na kotoko so report eba ne dey say kan say omu hwese signings no omu Africa no omu so omu GF Cup na omu timi ko league no so omu omu timi age amana yi na de omu ni say 6 players anu omu befa na omu hye 2-2-2. There's a from defense, midfield and attack. Defense 2, midfielders 2, attack 2. Now attack no say go for money more no. Be some 2-3 seasons ni no. Ya na foreigners no na ya na bo anymore pa. To mo de mienu no ye foreigners e be ba anim ho. Na midfield no so omu up 2. Na the etene say midfielders no mo ne ba ko adi nkoma. Nkoma no gusu e koso Ismail ono under 20 no bobo pa ono omone na kekan kom ani shimalado yes ani Heart of Lion 6 and DM no oh yes omone na di yes
into asama ni yes
onan sai omuguso omudi nkomo nti sam for this ni ono no ana ne din ewrem ye pa na actually defense no Francis Akwan so left back very good obichem ono so edin aba ono so be ba be ginem fancy ntize kotoko line up no ana ye de ba
kotoko ni abre
yes ana coach no so nkomo no bebi akodu ewo
Wontumi Fabrizio Romano abo
de wom ni say de coach ne de na kodu no ise no anwe a adwuma de Coach Karim Zito obeto aso
maka asem ya chem da
de tetene mode adwuma na wo bono mpani ni say
don watchi agana ma afi no wo say the bomanye
oh yes super supremo
Zito no club na appointed as technical director or whatever
yeah
but on control bia so be so technical
director adwuma ne de ono an wo ye no
as what catch up from Godula so I'm technical director on found season
otiasie nti di wo no say mo ayeshepa enya se me say league na mo nsem no na Lagos City so team no dia me tennis say o metimi aton team ra no dia ye ne DM say team no ya
because o buy no bosho
when di say no Shatawale Stone Boy na mo do Samuel Jan baby jet say kaki to ka me kura me nya so abo waze ene ade a enti I am very disappointed. I say
maybe odi kan about for now investment no I didn't know say ten call
on say atipo Richard there on say on say obeye adene se unima manfo bi wa akira o mo kire so fancy wo ba sika wom obenye sika nti invest a lot tin oba odi sika be wura mu bebreza but what in and no say Ghana league no the omo kan na nya sanity as o matwa no blue bi any ade
for basketball the man
branded pass na hey baby jet team afa baby jet no kroma hey so ye top striker
couple
enti me kono me dey jaw kwan wa ha na the woman say I was basketball bi koso on kind Ghana Ghana national ex goalkeepers no union no omo Bob Benjamin Asare abaso on kind
okay
a che say na no penya asem to akọ mo say what local goalkeepers nanim e say watimi akwaji number 1 or Blasters no omo ye bibia hye nanim nya abaso ye koso on kind sia
na anyame adom nso 25th of this month 10 o'clock anopana church dedication ceremony baso say we royal prophet Nana Bafo prophet Nana Bafo royal prophet o preachu ha and
11 p.m. to 12 p.m.
Oh yeah, Juma from Nundu
Okono.
No attrain.
That's what train.
So can sempa. The Juma de ya sitting up with a royal prophet.
Yes.
On the church dedication ceremony and a basono.
On a killer
Aduma. Officiating minister Apostle Dr. Emmanuel Yao Beidu and our host Nankase royal prophet Nana Bafo Ewa. Because we city of power. Asafo dadie so aba eho ana sajumedi na baso nti ben reverend Kubinson school ben ho nti ye bekwa kuja the royal prophet na ama bibia so I final fee Shadrach Peter so de na menya no real quick because Peter so the ba say almost a House of Divine Glory Ministry so mumpai bono Tuesdays and ya wada bia 7 p.m. wa Brepoma Teddy's school park and Tianonso no Reverend Richard Opoku Jr. Ana esi na stress ntene Peter Sofo me Peter and Kanchem so
or smart for
because men can some
me ma shit
so mo go so
me Peter ba nchika so why so for ka me call we ka fast ntino enko on say Peter me Peter ntino me hwe so no Peter no ya so
no call number fast.
Yeah, say
mama. Ashes you. Don't quit.
Open call there. Yo, your Bob Benjamin Asare Baso deserve. I dear back in the last 5 years, Eba, Macadam and Sesame Coco said there hasn't been a single foreign goalkeeper where you're better than Omoyane Wufino. Foreign goalkeepers in Ukraine, first of all, Omo Hefa. Where are our Ghanaian foreign goalkeepers? Atisgi, we've called him out severally. He's had his chances. He's been a top goalkeeper for the side. She say, a commitment make against Portugal, against South Korea, against Uruguay. I saw Atisgi. I saw an improved performance after Qatar 2022. Haven't seen Atisgi again. Richard Ofori Ohefa, Jojo Walcott. I mean, the standard is written. It's already been established. Am I drop it the standard? You know, Nemo a bini hot munintino. We stick to those we have. Now those we have, you know, a bit more bruce, a bit more fee. Yeah, my cabruche for no, they haven't been better than the fee for. I've seen Felesanan for Kumasi Antikotoko. I've seen a Bolera for Kumasi Antikotoko. I've seen Dan Lad. All these goalkeepers, you can't pinpoint somebody. You can't pick one goalkeeper or you're better than a fearful. Yeah, and I am serious. I am serious about this. But Obibebu said, Benjamin Asare no, or you better say Atizigi na no.
No, say
when you better say Atizigi. On your better say Jojo Walcott.
Say, maybe
yes, Asare Benjamin is our #1 goalkeeper for the Blasters. But even if you know currently I don't think so. The best goalkeeper in the league, in my opinion. Yes, but there are other requisites who here at the top level are Benjamin or what above the other goalkeepers now.
Okay.
To say Emmanuel Kobe of Bibiani Gold Stars. This is only Benjamin Asare in the Boston clean sheet. The same thing, 16-16. But me time for statistics in Yajuma. Many who have game ni binintino. 16-16. Besides, clean sheets are shared amongst players. Once I attack a bit the clean sheet, I didn't come out. Ronaldo and Messi, the clean sheets are analyzed on the game. It is always for more defenders and the goalkeepers because it's a collective job. And it could be 16. Benjamin Asare was 16. But there are certain three core basic requisites of every goalkeeper. Lawrence of Art of Lions and Emmanuel Kobe, I'll place them ahead of Benjamin Asare. Benjamin Asare. Nemum, only a fan on that blaster. No. And unfortunately, what that be a pair for me, thereby giving him some extra confidence and tenacity above Lawrence of Art of Lions and Emmanuel Kobe of Gold Stars. It's and now team no kwa level now better no you don't know to make a clean sheet to me win here and my extra confidence, so he's gotten that attribute as part of him right now as other goalkeepers no. But on your better and say Atisgi and common no on your better and say Jojo Walakot, but right now no, he's gotten some level of confidence, the backing of the nation.
That is, you know, madam me no, but
we didn't give them that backing to say the Asare Atisgi your backing Asare. Walakot after qualifying Ghana or Nigeria no extreme backing from the nation. But Walakot minimum they see Richard for Rebecca too no. No for no so a second on Kaya. Or Jimmy and you know try the introduction and Asare Ababefa. What would you comment no? Walakot qualified Ghana to Qatar. But after qualification you who Walakot be. And no for say goalkeepers coach Olele say Ofori will lack and I want to be
also pride. For World Cup, no Walakot pray, and I don't like the co-replace, and I Tizigi Koda at the World Cup.
That you say?
That and Chibi at the World Cup.
So what's the replacement?
Because Okoshe Muma in terms of
number. Me, I'm talking about your number one. I am talking about your number one, not who.
But I number one for no better.
Good. And until I may Busa say, Walakot qualify from Nigeria. No, he fan, and for his Bermuno. Walakot relevant after so I qualify from Nigeria. So I mean, Obiakai. Jenemo for Bam. Jenemo for Bam. I'm all yes. But for Bam, I demand on why Ghana ni or Bob Bruchy. I just to for number one. Yeah. A honey problem no. For you and find you Bibia and now Sarah Babefa. So Abdomanaf number one no. Wababe Dembi against Chile Ukai. Against Chile, Abdomanaf Badamu you saves your border basso pa church penalty be cry carrying cap no against Japan church penalty. One fact number one and yeshe. Makan Walakot to the actual. At least Ganya number one if you are fine yeshe. And Richard Forer number one and fine yeshe. Now this is Benjamin. Even though I place all these guys on the same parity. We don't want to pay, but I feel Asare Ababefa. Enti me pese me hwede Asare so the goalkeeping department no or the beye yawo. Media matchrim onye betanse omo maka no, but omo maka nya fair chance of opportunities and Asare Ababedemu a me at 33 the goalkeeper oh ya fine wine oh be 3 years bi adba so yeso Asare enti hanam pese so mo born abaso we deserve because Abalo Ramaka only fellas I saw them, they were better than omo na ye from no, but they couldn't stick to the goalpost and you push over floor. So Benjamin Asare there yawo say almost some of the number one name Emmanuel and the kwan so no.
So who can say man na
Asare yes but say comparison am here yeah man na because those guys now improve am me say oma ba number one oma Jaffa it was still open in my opinion. In the last 5
years, why now fair the into mum better channel comparatively.
My case or better say no. Me so many on the same parity. I said it.
Okay.
Obinya better and see obi, but Asare needed a chance. No, almost when you Benjamin Asare and them goalkeeper on them be because it's an open department. It's an open department. Oh, yeah. So Kudus I fit. now are you ready to play each and every day? When the say you 10 ho, you call 10 for. But the goalkeeping department has been vacant at the whole. Richard Ofori, Wolacott, Atizigi, Abdul Manaf, none of them has proven to be the number one now. Per the standard of Olele or per the standard of Samia J. None of them has proven it. And now, me Benjamin Asari, I friend on me say, but who some of local boys and one, no more do stance in them. Maybe I'm person who Benjamin Yeri Bisa, but what I say, but on bro Atizigiso, on bro Wolacott, and almost some bro so. But he deserves to have his chance. No, so they are performing. And so far, per the games, our Bono, he's been good. He's been very good. And I'm penning for Nomatiku Goalkeepers Association of Ghana. What? I'm so more baso. But the person me catch sorry and say, yes, or Obini Honu or Kwako Jumanu. We are looking for a number one. Ghana is still looking for a goalkeeper or money in our back and so be Jumano. Look, yo. I will not be saying much, but the man can say,
yes, to Asari number one for now.
For now, in Intina Mekano. For now, no crown on your behind to oh, you think everybody has accepted Asari as Ghana's number one?
For now, they mean
I know, Bia, but I think the head coach who is leading the team, accepting and the decision and the stay, whoever or outside, you can only have your opinion on
the level catcher is a lack or Richard Ofori Hono. We didn't agree with Tolile, but he was the coach.
No. You see, a certain statement view of her demanded immediate sack. So and yes, only Libeka said lack.
He told us. He told cameras.
And I'm saying lack bay. And no,
your ball short house a lack.
You see, fancy. Benjamin, me will be.
Sana your call cap 2014. I must say Ronaldo na and then.
And then now.
See, I said we no more. You who guys Mundo ne sport. So who share Ronaldo bandage in I know. Oh yeah.
Nana no me 11.
That game, nanko mo. But Ronaldo money you messing me no. Omo pesa ase. Why am saying pesa me chiro bibi ase na me ya ma de ne bia. Short to be an obo ball. Aboa Fata Oda.
Yeah.
Uyo boy yi ba kuna na ne.
Say no so ball cross no.
Enu which was an share go. Meboa.
And the nana cars or the kai ka for.
Ba lack or Richard who lack.
You see, and I make a
strike on no shot on the lack.
And I make a say statements view or her a demand immediate sacking. Many just say as goalkeepers of Ghana I decided to change AFCON. And because of goalkeeping. We've had some terrible goalkeeping. Monfankwa to 2010. Monfankwa to 2008. From 2008, Eba.
Why did you catch them?
Meaning say Ebia na new thing there because of Nejuman wa take it time analyze the goalkeepers. Ebia obe share ball in general into wide in goalkeeping.
New you know call
yes.
League centers no more. So you access these goalkeepers.
But personally. Watching Ghana's team, yes, from your successful years from 2008, bana abedru baby asa ateki nose dive. Adia aha Ghana pa Emma Ghana NG AFCON no goalkeeping and your players' attitude our camp. You see, in 2008, okay, Cameroon go bia omede share ye free in 2008. It was Olele. Ko 2010 AFCON no. Nekoshe 2010 World Cup no.
Fall and Bonana. Now we are saying online so team on this timeline no. Fall and Peja Bona.
You free or yes sir?
Ne the Brazuka na. Jabulani. South Africa.
Strikers are hot draw Olele a show more reason. So strikers be share at this Guinea. Yeah, Crawford Richard for one. I'm saying you're cracking starting match now. Olele first strikers we are so say Monshare on so from 2006. If you check Republic, call more time, neighbor no. Only left faces strikers.
Now don't look at Tony Mono.
Yes.
You see?
Baba si Suarez mo.
That power value is what
there be strikers no. That strikers in the Bemo wako Blackpool. Would that those strikers no?
Almost one show rate how they consider. Meaning so what's the mechanism? You are saying strikers in the morning, but so they didn't call Blackpool. Say unim go ne da enya won phone so but who shall Ronaldo on a good obeshow
is it fancy
Ronaldo Nazario who shall look at on a good obeshow
yeah me share
sana na kwa
sir clean sheet no it has never been part of me discussion nya dey be me cherish one bit goalkeeper me feel say ade a was say dey goalkeeper e dey judge na I any save ratio ade na critical e BT obi ade na goalkeeper na ye into betima consider 3 but saves are obeying in the game no. That is where I will rate you as a goalkeeper. But you were honey a goalkeeper be there no the Spider-Man ko 2 pony me friend was that Brahma
2015
you call AFCON final we needed a goalkeeper to step up for us you call the 2019 AFCON we needed a goalkeeper to save us against Tunisia. You see the Ghanaian public were calling for Felisana say Wontumi because he has proven in the CAF Confederation Cup that year for Asante Kotoko. And you call the last one. So goalkeepers now me buttress the new thing can say foreigners no mobile. Me feel say you give credit to Otuado. So they confident as standing by the decision to keep that goalkeeper in post. But for him, now I'm afraid David Abagna. Okotena stance nim ye frɛ Lamte okotena stance nim Ashikwe ekotena stance nim so local boys ni ye frɛ o ba ye frɛ o ma ye ma mo the opportunity to prove themselves
medium boy one also no Bob Black Stars too
fancy
medium player still me ba yeah Kamara Dean one also no Bob Black Stars you
only the said you ni hono
you see yen lucky
Kamara
yen lucky quality
but mo friend no cry o man mo and said the to nya confidence of Benjamin Asai no he can do same for
inti say you obi e bo na baso a aye coach na friend say Otuado on na was Ghana nyina e bo na baso me personally I feel say Benjamin Asai enye the finest goalkeeper away league in but the fact that say onya opportunity was saving the face of local contingent no many age wo ho nti so mo born about so inspiration to the other goalkeepers. The other aspect of goalkeeping I share in a game no or lucky a lot. Ne cake say me too enthused about. Yes, but a game no requirements no. But boys I have from imagine Agadas ne if these boys were given opportunity, especially David Abagna, because the experience no also about Wild Stars and Obaba Ashanti good. But one thing about Ghanaian players, they say Ombo local league, you know. So once a player be about 3 clubs, no a discipline. They be on a modern rise it. But Omo Munyadi and Omo Namha no more come. And
Abagna also may say one of these few players, I know is real age. Yeah, one is a moko ball. Yes. And on some tournament in a cry coina or man Sam and Amonoka say training no prior or 10 for longer period.
Yes,
a kaki to nanka out to relegate here. So I want to recover Savage. Yes,
but no school.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
I know call I Hilal, he was performing very well. I know more transfer no and they over Europe. So media I am yapa ne say goalkeeper especially to say Felix Anan and Razak Abalora. You see, goalkeepers here Bomudin Obo Atizigi. The number of games I had more money errors on my committee. No, Sankia the same number of games in ma Felix Anan and Razak Abalora. Any issue. These 2 goalkeepers are the finest among in recent years. These 2 goalkeepers, sad talent and quality, no. And the goalkeeper possessive, you know, this goalkeeper at Mediama, Felix Shea.
Okay.
But then it's surprising because Felix Shea also trained by Joban of Asante Kotoko. On once in a trainee Felix Anan. So the last time now Zito Kasa about Joban. So you deep players in Ibinya. You do more whoop. They go
Africa by a month.
You see, the goalkeepers you like you intimidate personally. Nanka 3 no more that's what blasters is saying.
Yes, that
should be the case.
Because one sorry da or prove it will be also better.
Yes, we'll prove it.
Yes, equally or second choice. Okay, Egypt. You call AFCON the last 2 AFCONs now.
That is 2019.
Main goalkeeper Shinawi a prior no. Gabaski but so Gabaski.
Oh, yeah, you manage to answer.
Egypt Messi almost first choice cry.
You see goalkeeping there, you're lucky. But so you give credit. You give credit to the football association. You give the credit to the coach because coach in a decision and you're backed by Nkrophobia. Say the association hierarchy. No, I'm backing coach now. I didn't but in 2 games or dying, what keep a clean sheet.
Means on the FN and the coaching right.
Yes, but he's not the only one. Or yeah, they were your local scene. Felix Cheya there.
More sports.
Yes, Frederick Asari. Yeah, there. But the Fred Asari, no, you have more opportunity to be in the post, not even in the friendly games. Okoya, Jamaya, Nia Shibi, Nia Didi Niaba, which was painful. Oh, Franoa, give him the chance to prove. So when Timmy on Pruvia, there's no point writing his name. But oh, Franoa, Bano Amani game, dear, a dear BM now, their justification not to call him again.
Wow. Meza.
Fancy the discussion around the goalkeepers in the Black Stars issues, quite dicey from Obia position now free deba. Sometimes it has to deal with maybe an Ipanian entity the free deba. But I actually believe self out of the foreign players now, Moyako form a free man on Edio Maba. Some better go post move from Ghana, Panipa Bakupa met me in a super power nabaso. In recent years, Adam Kwarasi. Yeah. Adam Kwarasi. Aside no. Locally no me say dem hunu omo ekofo omo ba na omo taya ade chen omo mo okuru ase no. I've never seen any big difference. We were not fair to even Danlad because where Akoda ya projecting from
ranks
through the ranks from under 17 to under 20 to under 23 what pijamwa ba yentimi andidi Ibrahim Danlad who main Black Stars. Then there's a problem with the system. There is a huge problem with it. Me, I believe that Ghana's best goalkeeping moment in recent times. Near the Razak Balora or Felix Anan, as our Richard Ofori as part of the national team. We lost and I free more AFCON because of a goalkeeper. And I was even surprised. How do we go to a World Cup with Atisigi as number 1? Then we go to AFCON with Ofori as number 1.
That number 1.
So not Tinu.
Ofori no about AFCON for as third choice for the club side. The club no free back Boboma Ghana no keepers no not also me and I know the best start my Ghana no don't touch the ball you see.
I had fellow friends from different African countries that were asking legitimate questions. They say and the money goalkeeper be and it happened the first game Ghana against Cape Verde.
I'm man them.
Obey them because loyalty didn't have for 7 in your man loyalty didn't have. There was no explanation. Lack, and it was just a necessary statement. And you look at Benjamin Asari opportunity. Goalkeepers and so on. Yeah, but I was when I was say see one ma Munkasem because we have good goalkeepers here and we are better than the likes of Atizigi Momo. And your opportunity.
Yes. Until America, I say, and you even post no more. Yeah, there are positions young boys will beat me up. Me say, my bomb dear my guy in versatile, the versatility was so about 2 but 3. The last time I was the very phrase there, the very phrase there, what the scarcity player no, who can be about aerial duels. Say, medium Africa say set pieces be about. Like only height yet of a pension. Now we are one funny tea and chuba and what's a pea crying in the league?
We are in a country where Siciano, you lack a right back, a lack a proper left back. Because Gideon Mensah ni puzo mwa ne che left back ne bwa na asa right back. But edrum rebi the Black Stars no ni pa mienu ana mo 2 and 3 maye no. E kromo ya no mo free mo benya opportunity ni kobo under 20. Ebe boy yo Harris na for no Samolinkum.
Sorry say we are me heckles ade ebe ma team na is solid. Se foreign player ne ba ne bia media ma boy ne butu. Wona wo abrocho wo bench.
Shendla.
Wo bench like when he be.
Yeah, me ma names be. Wama Kamara D.
Yeah.
Lord Amwa. Patrick Essiedu. These are players from the local scene. You see, these are players. I was say, more opportunity. Or they have more game. You have more game in show because they have the that guy is very good. You see, vision leg back. He's very good.
Yeah, my boys know say so we don't know.
Yes, these are the boys. I was saying the more opportunity.
Of course, Basa ni pamu who me yere me boa to say the kra me nyamo a
me catch Okrumah say over 100 billions of times me said Monado enya Blasters abo metima man so plus Okrumah say league no players makoma 10 midfielders are omu nyina so mudo ani muja no. You see, but adeba akwa na eto de bia many omo so ya adwen no e was something here say your boys ni bi won ma talented party omo ye talented, but their attitude to also invest in themselves, to give themselves a certain brand, to work for themselves. Omo di bedu top no omo nya sa adwuma no
is that 100 days
fancy obo 1 game or 2 game we are do obey we chile no kra sana the next game no
unim me nka so oboa o won to invest no fan obi won no be feel say e sika nko a say me say ahade ya makwa mo bi at club so obo professional league obo Ghana Premier League new tinche the American obete ma say obo Ghana Professional Premier League. Yet over cost 3 months, 4 months. Now we play no salary buy. Meba we generate no me some over by warm up. I sorry about one day. Yeah, fuck kick off quarters. I don't we analyze it there. A mujono. But ube warm up by 2 p.m. Over to me stay hydrated. Meba nipa nisi kamba. Yet sa ebi after recovery. Ebi adena Thiago Silva. Neymar. Lami yama beto. Then na be shemu. Not demo TV, no ball or be obo PS na one recovery no. Now Ghana Premier League player salary na say or be kwakoto sad na be boa. Yet untua boy neka. Yaman krama this clubs ni na da so league.
Meba sa asem so fancy. Yet untua boy neka. We can have specific cases for specific. We can have specific issues for players be omo special and no one chain. Maybe different clubs are akatuamba, but we are making references to players. I did to me say even for the top clubs, these are players who have been paid. Yeah. What did they mention as no? For example, Obi Onuma or Abia, no disrespect, Abia Brekum Arsenal. We have ball Brekum Arsenal in the age now. The Nebeshimu national team and now progressing a befa. But we need to score the best animal. That is a special case. But for a Ghana Premier League team, because the moment a bebo this or a top midfielder, and that means O club and yes, I can my comes. The moment it is coming, no, me can't say Kofa Bibi go home pani but the little things. We are in a country where even professional players doesn't give respect to journalists. What did they mention as no? Video squad because ye league na ye born ye nyini nyina wo TV so. Minim obi amende wo kasa yi ono akasa fa na damfo. Se na damfo emu no obobo obi a ono ne phone keto bi no onfa
video no.
Onfa video no.
Yeah.
Say editing bebem di obi ne be kasa nipa ko ne be edit di aide. It's the little things you do now do so a be kese no.
I know there. And you say there can your salary na bet me abo am one investor no. Say says can nyina about was our top club big team. Now unya say investment na ma
player wo ko ba bi na wo journalist cry transfer class o se menka na wo hype no ko fa free. Officer the internet Fabrizio Romano mo betro bibi to Twitter no wani abre ho denden na player we ko ha. Do you think the agents don't pay people to do I'm not saying come and pay journalists in Ghana even cast asem no. But some make catch on here say invest in your PR. Invest in your PR. Boys no mugugu ama no ni nyina. It's an investment in your PR. It's an investment in their PR. Fancy time now so my fancy way na me fancy. Me nua baako me ana me the best man or UCC say or SRC president.
Ben also be worry am obi your best man.
Na or SRC president your friend no NK in team. Na fancy wakone na mama no ne anu asa aba no CCC obey law no UCC no aba na also some campus.
And they say in team so what the whole
in team fraternity.
Also influence.
Also influence vote.
Any kind to about.
That be it's University of Cape Wa wotie bia of University of Cape Coast. Oh yes. Invest in the NK in team for UCC SRC president.
Wow, mama character ventures and benefit no enka say I am on sorry nkomo ma so ndem why dia. Obo so anu aginu kwese oni akoyi ATM da be you salary be yira de. Women Characteristic Ventures. In Komo Zahara Misha Zahara G capsules. Yeah, even say, oh, where dear.
Boko pa fancy.
Oh, okay. Young Quay.
Fancy medase ewo akonya kese a ode amami na mede enchia sonko enchia pese sufia so ema ahwefo ene atifo nyina said ye da me ba ha eben ye nupa e wodwa so a ye frɛ no Zahara Mixture, Zahara G capsules, Zahara Man capsules ene hindi heba mixture ye ndo hu nkomo ene ho adanse ne de beso mo awie odofo na nkomo ye de ye dura ye frɛ no Zahara Mixture ene Zahara G capsules ene di kan won nkomo twetwem sa duro we mienu eye dura oba ene bema ana enom na sa wo ye oba na ne wo ho na 2 years ni untimi emu nsa 5 years ni unya menses oba bi wo ho a eba ne sa amana wom ohaw pa no nemu sa wo ye oba na wo te sa oba me say me no to nchia adanse a eba for Zahara Mixture ene Zahara G capsules no ho enya adanse ketwa ti sa wo ye oba na utie me na untimi emu nsa na ma wa wom ohaw pa na wo nemu oba adura me di ho adanse ama osisi a Kodra store pharmacy shop herbal shop bia ben wo de oduru ha wo se wo pe Zahara Mixture ene Zahara G capsules sa uyo oba so na wo ho na enam yare e ha wadwen oba bi wo ho a enam yare bi tse syphilis anase chlamydia ene na betena etimi ma ensansan bi egu na himfi ho prekesen etimi sa agya no jonso ya yawo sa uyo oba na sa wo hawe abetena so na wako unhu nsisanye bia wo ma oba me se me no to nchia adura ebeboa wo ebeyi ni nyina afiri ho ene Zahara Mixture ene Zahara G capsules sa uyo oba so na wo ho na white anase odepo ene wabetena oba bi wo ho a eba ne sa etimi ma ensuo bi agugu ne kakaka ehunya ni kakra etimi ma me se ensansan bi eha na adwen sa uyo oba na white anase odepo ene wabetena na tetew eha wadwen oba me se tumunda uni problem Zahara Mixture ene Zahara G capsules no aduro no abasa ebeboa wo udi ya ne se obekọ drugstore pharmacy shop bia ba bia to aduro bia uduru ho a wo se wo pe Zahara Mixture ene Zahara G capsules na oba bi so ho a na tenka na awu na tenka na atekọ se wo yo ba na wutie me na uni atenka na watenka na wo oba adura me kanfo e dia ma se beboa wo ene Zahara Mixture ene Zahara G capsules sa uya bema so na utie me bema bi wo ho wakowura tokoroboni mu me pacha se wafa innam yare bi te se gonorrhea syphilis anase chlamydia amane bema no ensansan bi ategu ne bema no ho prekese amane bema no fon na ne bema no efon amane bema no ojonso na obre na ochim ansa na Johnson atimaba ho abonsa Johnson so eka ne ntentam sa uya bema na utie me na wafa innam yare na wakon na ene wabetena bema me say o last stop naba Zahara Mixture ene Zahara G capsules no aduro no abasa ebeboa wo de ane se obekọ drugstore pharmacy shop baby eton aduro bia uduru ho a wo se wo pe Zahara Mixture ene Zahara G capsules say aduro we eyadura ebo odofo bia owo weak immune system odofo bi ho a ono nko de bia waye mre waye no phone yare nketenkete ana ehana dwen ono nko a weda sesa kakra bia ubo se ohuna mane wabwa 2 years ni oda hombowa 5 years ni oda hombowa ono nko a ubo se onya infections a adura obi afa infections na bekwa emabiem no ubo se de bia infections ehana dwen odofo otisa adura abeboa wo ebebusti immune system no na ma onkomwo no enya hoden ene Zahara Mixture ene Zahara G capsules so other four hona also so ene wabetena other four me se say duro we se okabom na onoma also bie no other four onoma emfiri ho se also asha wo so ache abra etete other four adura beboa wo ene Zahara Mixture ene Zahara G capsules other four uto adon na unti bibiase a wo de frɛ na ma we 0246 34 83 34 0246 34 83 34 0248 56 93 35 0248 56 9335 Other for Nkomala Dru ye dra ye feno Zahara man capsules na say draw we e draw sonko a ye say ye de boa ba ma bia say wo ye ba ma na wutie me na ne wa ye mre wodi sie ni ye fo 30 seconds ba ma Zahara man capsules ni adura beboa di enti na ma Zahara man capsules ba ma edam soronko say draw we e draw ye natural herbs no buna ahodo an ye de fa mfidiem akeka e de bom e de aye Zahara man capsules say wo ye ba ma na wutie me na open memedura ye natural herbs a eno ane Zahara man capsules say wo ye ba ma na wabo adabrijo wo weak erection near 2 within 30 seconds bema 1 minute bema na ema etwetwe bema me say adura ebeboa ene Zahara man capsules sa uye bema so na wutie me na sisi yale pa ene wabetena sisi yale etete bema mesrawo enya sa obeto graphic ama yonko bema kenkan yo ti se u pa adura ebeboa ebe solve osisi yale no problem na free ho na etima sa mo boduma wo mpam dia bema ene watie di eduro na ne Zahara man capsules so uye bema so na wutie me na onkomwo na ayemre bema bi wo ha me say na onkomwo na antimi antutuo so uye bema na wote sa bema Zahara man capsules ene waje nkwa ya ye eduro no se ebeboa wo drug store pharmacy shop herbal shop baby eton oduro bia udi oduru ha wo se wo pe Zahara man capsules na ade soronko no se wo start se onu maduro no obenom no anopa 2 anumre 2 obo se mreye bia waye sisi yale bia etete wo nyina no aduro no ebe start abo awura wontirim abeba ni nyina afiri ho se wo ye bema no waye mra me se ene wa dura ne Zahara man capsules adafo yabeko ye adura ye fre no hindi heba mesha na me se se do we ye adura ene ye se ye de bo odophobia malaria fever ene na betena odophobia ho a etiridi muwa na etete no ono ko de bia na aposo nyina eye ne ya nipadua na aye hyehye ontimi endidi enye kama ubo se de bia na nim atwefea adafo otisa edura ebeboa edura ebema wonum ate etima modidi aye fe aye kama agina so esipi esita ene hindi heba mesha ko ba bia to oduro bia odi oduru ho a wo se wo pe hindi heba mesha Odafo bi so ho a typhoid fever pa ene na betena typhoid mo wan e hanadwen me se wako ohun sesanye bia wom de bia na dan na ayemhyehye odafo otisa adura ebeboa ene hindi eba mixture na sugar level na ada no wayemhyehye ada no wadwendwene odafo adura medi ho adanse akamfo ade ama se ebeboa a regulate sugar level no ama bi bia aye fine ene hindi haba mixture now high blood pressure no so etete odafo ko drug store pharmacy shop ba bia to oduro bia wo de oduru ho a wo se wo pe hindi haba mixture na odafo bi wo ho adwuma wo ye no eden me pa che se ogina ententen eche oye adwuma wo eja ho odafo eba ne sa de bia na ama opom den e wo fom eti o pedra ebe siesie ni pedua no ama opom den asipi asita agina so etima mo ye adwuma de a eno ane hindi haba mixture odafo saje na mesini biem 0246 34 83 34 0248 56 93 35 odafo sana ma